Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Code with Sunny, and in this video I am going to talk about the very first problem of Codeforce's Global Round 14 Phoenix and Gold A-type problem. Okay, so in this problem there is a person Phoenix that has collected n piece of gold, and the ith piece is going to denote having the value of weight Wi, and you can see Wi is going to vary up to 100, and all the weights are going to be distinct. That is going to help us in solving this problem in the best possible way, and we have to put this n pieces of gold on a weight scale one piece at a time. Okay, and the scale has an unusual effect that if it has a total weight on it exactly x any time, it will explode. Okay, so can we put all the n pieces of gold onto the scale in some order? That is, we have been given some Wi, you can see, and it is varying up to, that is, n different weights without the scale exploding during the process. That is, okay, so we have a pan, and we are just putting some weights on this pan, and such that if we find out the sum of weights that have been already put on this pan, at any time this sum of weight is going to coincide with this x value, then it will explode, and we need to avoid that condition. So we have to print yes, and in case of yes, we need to find any suitable permutation of this weights starting from 0 to n minus 1 that we are going to put to avoid this condition. That is, at any time if we find out the sum exactly equal to x, it will explode, and it that is, we need to avoid that condition. Okay, so more formally, in terms of mathematics, you can easily understand that we have been given some weights like w1, and okay, it should be like w1 w2, and it goes up to wn, and we need to find some permutation of this weights array, such that if we find the prefix sum of this weights array, then we at any time, that is at any time from starting from I equal to 0 up to I equal to n minus 1, this prefix sum value, that is weights for first n weights, or you can say first I weights starting from I equal to 0 up to this n minus 1, will not be equal to x at any position of this I. Okay, we need to find a certain ordering of this array. Okay, certain permutation of this array such that this condition should be violated for every I belongs to 0 to n minus 1. And if it is not possible to find any permutation of this array, we need to print no, otherwise we need to print yes, and we need to print the array. Okay, so let us find it out what could be the best solution of this problem. Okay, so let us understand this with the help of example like 1 2 3 4 8. Okay, like we have this array 1 2 3 4 8, and we have the value of x equal to 3. Okay, we need to find a certain permutation of this array such that if we need to find the prefix sum of this array, then at any time this condition should be violated, that is prefix sum of I should not be equal to x, should not be equal to x. Okay, so let us say I'm just trying to find out this prefix sum. Okay, so it should be like 1 3, and again you can see 6 10 and 18. You can easily see if we try to find out the prefix sums, you can see at this position my value exactly equal to this 3. In terms of statements, you can easily see I will try to put this weight 1 over the pan, and again this weight 2 over the pan, and during this process you can see at this step my weight is exactly equal to this value of x, that is 3, and according to the problem statement, it will explode. Okay, so we need to avoid that condition. Okay, so the main basic thing is we need to just find certain permutation of this array, and if it exists, we need to print yes and print the order of the array, that is the what are the elements being arranged in this array. Okay, so I'm talking about this approach, how to find the general approach for this problem. Okay, so just I need to check the condition of this yes and this no condition. I need to check for that. Okay, so when the answer is should be no. Okay, so this is going to be like very important. Okay, you can easily see our answer would be no only and only when all the elements of this array is going to be like same. Okay, all the elements of this array is going to be like same, like 5 5 5 5 and 5. Okay, you can easily see I can avoid this condition because all the weights are going to be distinct. So I am just talking about this general case, or if all the elements is going to be 5, like if you try to find the prefix sum, you can easily see I need to just pick up the element at any at first time, that is every element is going to be same. If I need to pick up the element and that element is exactly equal to this x value, I cannot pick the element. That is, for every permutation of this array, I should have the answer as no. Okay. Now what is some more condition in which we can get the answer as no? You can easily see, if my sum of the elements of array, sum of the array of I for every I belongs to 1 to n, that is if my entire sum of the array is exactly equal to this value of x, if this is going to be if this condition holds true, then you can easily see at the end of this array, that is my prefix sum of this n minus 1, if I have 0 based indexing, will always be equal to this sum, that is the entire element of this array. And if this is going to be exactly equal to x, you can easily see, if I will find any permutation of this array, finally we will have the all the elements, and if we will have all the elements, I will, and this value, some value exactly equal to x, you can easily see I will find any, if you just figure it out, any permutation of this array, you can always get the answer as no, because finally we will have sum equal to x, we cannot get any suitable array. Otherwise we can have the answer as yes. And let us try to find out the general array that we can build up. Okay, you can easily see, if I will sort the array, and let us say we will initially we will have the array like this 1 2 3 4 8. Okay, 1 2 3 4 8. If we will have initially have this array like this, and if we will try to find out the prefix sum like 1 3 and 6 and 10 and then 18. Okay, if you will try to find out the prefix sum, at this step you can see I am just getting the value exactly equal to this x. I need to avoid this value. How can I avoid this value? You can easily see, if I will try to swap the elements present at this position, that is the element that is present at next position and the element at this position, you can easily see my value, that is my new value after swapping, will always be greater than the previous value at this position. That is the previous value at this position is coming out to be 3. If I will swap these two values, that is 2 and 3 swapped, so my new array would be like 1 3 2 4 8. So if I will initially sort the array, after swapping this these two elements at this position, you can easily see my prefix sum up to this position will always be like greater than the previous prefix sum at this position. My previous prefix sum at this position is like 3, and now my prefix sum is coming like to be 4, which is always greater than the previous value. And if the previous value exactly equal to x, my new value should be like 4, should be greater than x, and I can always find any suitable array. So the very key logic is, just try to iterate the array, maintain the prefix sum, and if my prefix sum exactly coincides with the x, just swap the values at the my current index and at my new index, and just print the answer followed by this just print yes, then followed by this array. Okay, so let us try to find out the implementation of this one. Okay, you can see I have just taken the n and x and then the vector, and I've just found out the sum, and then again you can see I've sorted the array. Now if my as the condition is like, I think you can see all the elements are distinct, I think this condition should not be written, it can also hold true, I think. Okay, so if v0 is exactly equals to x and v0 exactly equal to the like previous one, that is the all the elements are going to be equal, something like that. Okay, and sum is exactly equal to x, I can print the no. Otherwise I can have always have an answer. Now how I can always have an answer? You can easily see, just maintain the current equal to 0, that is it is going to store the prefix sum and increment my value, that is with the current values of the array. And if my this value at any position is going to be exactly equal to x, swap my current value with my next value and just break, because after doing this we can always have a prefix sum where every value is not going to coincide with the value of x. Okay, and finally print the array, and this will give you an all accepted, all test case passed code. Okay, so if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.